back. So I'm just picking up where I left. Basically, this is a Code Wars challenge with the Python programming language. Coding Meetup number 13. It's a higher order function series. Is the Meetup language diverse, right? And so they asked us basically to take this list here of dictionaries. And there's going to be 3 different programming languages represented, as you can see here. Python, Ruby, JavaScript, and so on. Basically, they want to return a function that's either true or false if the number of Meetup participants is at most 2 times higher than the number of developers. I just thought this was worded very weird. I think it could have been worded a lot better. So basically, it's going to return true or false. If your function should return false as the number of JavaScript developers is 3 times higher than the number of Python developers, which is 1. So this is the rule here. It can't be more than 2 times higher. Okay, so it can't be more than 2 times higher. More than 2 times higher. So I don't know, my code's a little convoluted here. I basically imported this counter from collections, and I started off with a counter, and you can see that right here in this line. And I created a dictionary, which is kind of cool. It shows the programming language and how many times it appeared, so the count. So that's a good first step, right? That's kind of, I think, what we needed. From there, I might have went off the reservation. I basically created a variable and did I guess this would be like some type of comprehension. It's sifting through. It's like a dictionary comprehension, I guess. Items. It's using both the key and the value, and it's sorting through. And I'm sorting it by the second value in the tuple, right? Because tuples are coming out, a key and a value, and I want to sort by the value. So it's sorting an ascending value, 1, 2, 5. Okay. Let me just get rid of some of these print statements. Well, actually, I should just comment it maybe. Okay, and then here I'm storing the max tuple, then the min tuple, but I'm thinking actually like to clean this up a little bit. I think it makes sense. Well, I think it's more legible like this actually. Instead of, I could just put that into here, into the return statement, and just make this like 3 lines. But I think that'd be harder to read. Now this return statement's pretty complex here. So I don't know why I decided to write it this way, but I'm writing like, let's do some basic math, and I'm taking the max divided by the min, and if that is it called a quotient is greater than 2, then I'm returning false because it's not very diverse, right? If the difference here is more than 2, then it's not the difference. I think it's the quotient. I'm not sure, but that would be false. Otherwise, return true. So that's what I'm doing. And here I just put the test in, and then I'm calling the function. So that's it. And let's clean it up a little bit, and we'll submit it. And let's get blown away by all these one-line solutions that we're probably going to see. Oops. Okay, let me just test it again, make sure it works. Oh, wow. Okay, so they did import the counter as well. They define that as C. A map, a lamp, what the heck? I don't even know what that means. I'm not familiar with the map function. Max C less than equal to min C, max C. All right, Okay, so without knowing really what this does, I'm guessing that this code here is just returning values. I could read that by that. That's cool, because that's all they're really concerned about, not necessarily the actual like key. And map, I don't know what that means, but that would be interesting to kind of explore and see what that does. 5, 2, and 1. Oh man, that's beautiful. Oh, that's super cool. Yeah, because it doesn't matter the programming language, so just take the max. So then, and then it's saying like, the max, and if that's less than or equal to, wait, what? Time if max is less than or equal to times the min c, and if that's true. Okay, holy cow. So if the max is less than or equal to 2 times the minimum, and if that's true, return true, right? Oh man, that's pretty clever. So the minimum here would be 1 times 2 is 2, and because 2 is, because the max is less than or equal to 2, this would be false. Is that what this returns? Yeah, okay. Oh, that's pretty interesting, because this is 5 and this is 2, and so this is not true. Wow, that's pretty cool. So I guess what I learned here is that map function. That's what we got to learn. Map function. What the heck is a Python? I've seen it. I just never. This is street hop. Oh, seems like a super fast function if we're going to process iterables without loop. Allows you to process, transform all items in an iterable without an explicit for loop. It's called mapping. Man, it goes into functional programming. I have no idea what that is. I guess there's 3 common techniques here. Mapping is one of them. Oh boy. Wow, I guess the Python community back in 1993 was pretty demanding. Huh. This is how you use it. Put in, so you do your function, and that's where that lambda came in. So the lambda was the function. You start with the function, which is the first argument, and then takes in an iterable right there, or multiple iterables. And because that dictionary was an iterable, it put it in there, and then it's saying, I just care about the values, and it's returning a list. Is that what it returned? What did it return? Oh gosh. Dictionary returned what the heck? Dictaval. What are dictaval? Okay, so it's a dictionary. It's just the values of the dictionary. What if I get rid of this? Oh, not that. But collections counter. It's a counter. That's a type. Right. Okay. Well, that's what we did. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I'll have to read up on that more, but it seems kind of interesting. So, anyways, we solved the problem. I thought it was pretty good. I didn't like the way it was worded, so I'm going to say somewhat satisfied. This is pretty clever though. I really like that one. V counter. So yeah, they did the counter. Oh, so that's interesting. So they're doing like the same thing without this map thing. Right, so it's kind of like what we did, except I didn't know you could put values at the end of it, so I learned that. And then they just did straight up like give me the max of it and then the min. And so this formula looks a lot better than what I was doing here. I guess I really didn't need all this stuff, but anyways, there it is. So I don't know. That was a decent one. All right, we'll catch you on the next one.